it's just fascinating some of the stuff you guys. I mean, I've heard some stories from Fire Island, and like I've been to war, and what they do in Fire Island, some of the it's more dangerous than like jumping airplanes and getting shot at. Like I'm like, oh my.
In the woods, yeah.
Let me tell you, the meat rack is a deadly place.
It's out and about, everyone. We're live from 3 different locations. Nana's in
Paris.
You're in Paris, France. Nana's in Nashville. I'm outside the ladies' room, and Vinny is just leaving his edge battle on the other side of the office. How's everyone doing?
You know, I'm a little disoriented. I think I have jet lag. I've been doing so much traveling.
Oh, it's very difficult for Nana.
Look at my hand. Was I painting?
What is that? You're fisting a Smurf?
I don't know. Maybe it's from that explosion.
What explosion? The one in your pants?
No, I saw an explosion. A biohazard, a biochemist.
Oh fuck! I did hear about that.
A biolab or whatever exploded right in front of me.
On a train?
I was on a bus. I'm sorry. I was in the car.
Girl, you were on a bus?
In Atlanta.
Oh, stop. I almost just flew down to get you.
No, I was on a car. I was in a black car with a black driver.
I fucking knew it.
But there was an explosion. A chemistry, like a bio lab exploded.
Oh, that was a meth lab, babe.
But I think this might be from that.
Well, I hope it's better.
Imagine I grew a tail. I made a joke the other day about yesterday about now I'm going to grow a tail, and he didn't know what that meant. Do you remember back in the 50s when people like would get radiation and like they'd grow tails?
Oh, you're talking about like circus, like back when they're doing experimental medication? Like
No,
like Chernobyl shit?
Yeah, like
they told the people to turn to like. Right? Didn't they say no air conditioning, shut your windows? Like you probably did get exposed to something bad.
I'd like to be exposed.
God willing. We went to Atlanta, Joey and I. Or no, where were we? We were in Athens, Georgia.
That's the Georgia.
Athens, Georgia is the number one college. Georgia. It's the number one college town in the country. It doesn't even come close. I absolutely loved everything about it. I love the culture. I love the bars. I love the team, the red team.
I love the fat asses. Every damn college student has a fat ass.
Vinny, it was. I had to. You know how sometimes I'll go easy, Nana. We were walking down the street. It wasn't even hidden. It was this. He'd go, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" He was like.
I did see Nana post an Instagram story that was clearly just of a bunch of college dudes' asses across the bar.
Well,
trying to pretend it wasn't what he was doing.
I thought they were wearing shapewear. There was no way that these young gentlemen were so cheeked up.
Poor Vibs. He was like, "Are you guys serious right now?" And they were. I think they must have knew that we were coming because they were just flaunting it.
I called Dr. Jutella. I'm booking a BBL this week. I had to bring one of them as a demonstration, though. These are the cheeks I would like.
This is Caleb. He's a sophomore. He goes to UGA. I'd like to model his cheeks. It was we went to Paloma Park for the UGA Alabama game, which was insane. You know what's so funny? I don't know if you remember this, Joey. How poor everyone, the college students were. Vinny, we ordered food. These kids were like coming to our table and just asking us, like in Oliver Twist, please can I have some more? Girls would come over and we'd turn around and they'd snake a wing. I looked over at one point, someone was scooping tomatoes off of our plate, like eating. I was like, buddy, you can have this stuff.
Yeah. And they're also like when they're like gambling, not for like when someone said, oh, we get the drinks, and they're like counting down to the last penny and they're spending it on high noon. It's like, that's college. I just love the culture.
It brings me back. No, it was very funny, and we were giving out high noons and like shirts and stuff. And the second I threw one shirt out over the crowd, it was like moths to a flame. These kids came over.
They were shopping like a boutique. They were going up to like, did you have this in a medium, in the teal?
And then they were warm. They were like hot because they were sitting in the sun all day. We were going through so many. So I say to the guy, I was like, just give me 2 big cases of high noon. And so I brought them back and I'm walking back and the kid's like, give me one, give one. I'm like, dude, they're piss warm. He goes, I don't care. He takes 2, bites them and fucking double shotguns them. And everyone was going nuts. It was night 1. Joey and I were out until like, we were out late. We actually went clubbing.
We went clubbing.
We went to Gender Fuck.
I found the local gender neutral queer bar.
Yep. Tell them about that.
Miss Louisa's, Sister Louisa's. If you're ever in Augusta, Georgia, check it out. Oh, Athens, Georgia, check out that spot. And we signed the wall.
Sister Louisa's church. We were at like a non-binary pizza place. We were like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
We're eating meatball subs.
I had no idea how when I were in Texas, but Georgia, is that a red state?
Yeah.
Well, that was a very liberal place because there was Kamala's posters everywhere, non-binary folks, gender-neutral bathrooms. I mean, I could have had a sex change at the Taco Hut if I needed to.
That bar, we walked in and it was we knew where we were going because we just started following the dolls down the main street, and we walked in. The girls. We walk in.
There's a little school of Vogue queens just yonder, and we followed the lead.
There was mother was watching
the
house.
Your nose.
Mother was watching the house from her DJ booth. It was fucking great. It was fun to see that the young queers fall in love.
Yeah, you were obsessed with that couple.
They were great. Just
Wait,
to be young and
how do college kids they have to do all that and they have to go to school the next day? Like, you're lucky I'm going to get up out of bed after turning up like that, and they do that they do every night.
That was insane. I almost didn't make it to the bar the next day, and then I get home. We're in bed by like 12:30, and these people are texting me at like 3 a.m. Like, where you at? Let's go out. People who we met like at the bars. I'm like, brother, give me a half hour at least. I need time. I was like, no, I can't fucking make it out. Where else did we go? We went to 35 years old. We went to Silver's. We went to Cloud. We went to Genderfuck. We went to Sister Louisa's church. We had an edge battle at one point. You know what an edge battle is, right, Vin?
Sure.
The Man Mafia knows what it is. They've been hosting underground parties for years.
We saw the shout out to the Man Mafia who came up, gave us an absolutely lovely card and 2 wigs. We love her.
Did you bring my wig home?
Yes, Vibs has them.
Is it stuck in customs?
Yeah, I got random strip search because I had too many lace fronts in my bag. No, but it was great.
That's the dream.
I absolutely I loved it. Where are you now?
I'm in Nashville. I have to perform today for the TV, and I'm doing a ribbon cutting ceremony at my friend's store, and then I have to just be debaucherous for reality television all day.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Ride bulls and do cowboy boots and do the whole strip, and then we're gonna go to Barstool Bar later in Kiki with the dolls.
Love. Is Bay with you?
No. Bay's by himself, left to her own devices in the big city.
You've got an air tag on him so you can track him around wherever he goes.
Well, I have cameras and everything installed in the home, so I can just watch him like a German Shepherd.
Even
see
outside
if he's making the rug.
See if he did a make on the rug. Yeah. Good. You get on the thing. You go, good make. He goes out in the little porch and does a make outside.
And I can push the button, the treats fly out. Boop. You know that thing?
Oh yeah.
When I get Wiggles, I'm going to get that, but I'm going to choose it on myself.
It shoots
with Welch's fruit gummies.
It shoots out pigs in a blanket for you to take down.
What else did I want to say?
I feel like I didn't eat all weekend. I got home last night. Flight was delayed. You'd be very proud of me. I did a double upgrade there and back. Our fucking captain was 2 hours late. We were like sitting there. The guy like rushes in, and then it's like, all right, you're here. Fucking make sure we're good to go before you just push off from the gate, please. Or actually, don't. I don't even care. Just get us home as fast as we can.
What do you mean? What? He was late to work?
He was in traffic. So we sat there for 2.5 fucking hours waiting for this.
Well, you can't trust the guy to even get to the plane. How are you going to trust him to get to your house on time? Well, he clearly didn't. You know what I always say? Prior. You know what I always say? Prior planning prevents poor performance. Okay.
I like that. Prior planning
My
prevents poor
football
performance.
coach boyfriend, when I was a young woman, taught me that. He was a varsity football coach.
Say that again.
My boyfriend, when I was a young lady, we dated for almost 7 years.
That was your gym teacher?
He was a varsity football coach, and he he used to tell me things like that. Remember the 5 P's. Prior planning prevents poor performance. I was like, yes, Sarge.
You go, yes, daddy. Oh, that's fucking
How
good.
are you liking my curl pattern today?
I think it's loose, and I think you need to tighten it up, if I'm being completely honest.
I need to get my
Let me see the
myself
top of your
together.
Let me see the top of your head. Down, Nana. Yeah, you got to get that together. You definitely got to get that together. It's the first day of October, Joey. You can't be having loose fucking finger waves.
This is slept on. This is a Burmese yaki.
Oh. Well, you look good. Someone told me online that my hair is looking thicker. Just humor me, please.
It looks darker.
They have to see it in person.
Like that. Like, what is this? I have volume today. All of a sudden, do I have volume? I pull it off. It like a Mendez brother. I go. It's complete wig.
I'm just like, I miss Eric.
You know those twins are gay.
What?
They're gay. The ones the actors who played them.
Just the one's gay.
Oh.
Eric Lendis, his real name is Cooper Koch. He is homosexual. So is his twin brother.
Smash.
He doesn't have a social presence online. So if you're searching for him, you're not going to find him. And I'm so jealous of that.
I tried finding him. I only found like a fan page.
He doesn't have social media.
You know who else
I think it's the chicest thing ever. I can't wait to not do that. Like the Olsen twins don't have it. Like when I moved to Hudson Valley after and I get off the grid, it's gonna be my favorite thing. There's no bigger flex than not having social media. Social media is toxic and gross.
Unfortunately, I you know what I'm trying to do I'm doing sober October, and I'm also trying to cut my screen time down for the whole month. My screen
Is that
time,
something you made up, or is that like a thing everyone does? Is sober October?
It's a thing some people do, but I'm trying to cut my screen time down.
Try January. I think you can do it with any month.
Yeah,
you're trying to abstain from alcohol.
Yeah, it's like won't be hard. I just need a month of health is what I need. Like I need to raise my baseline of health, and we had a lot of fun this weekend, but that means cutting out alcohol. It's a month of my life, like going to bed earlier, sweating multiple times a week, cutting my screen time down is at 8 hours a fucking day, at least. I was like, if I can cut that in half, only go on my phone for business.
I'm at 11.
Not pleasure.
No porn. We're doing no porn in October. And it is Locktober.
I don't condone doing cold turkey anything. Not cold turkey, like completely anything. I think finding a balance that the key to happiness in life is finding the balance between all these things. It's a mindful indulgence. I mean, if you want to have a sex fling on the phone, I'm just saying, like, when you completely cut things out, you're gonna end up going back to them. I think you should find a way, do habits and do freezes or whatever you're doing, like instead of doing a whole month of things, just like infiltrate it into your everyday life so you can just live a normal mindful life and not
because I don't put pressure on
not have to get to a place where you have to take these dramatic breaks.
Yeah, because then it puts pressure on yourself. If you're like, I want to cut this, then there's all this pressure. So it just needs to be like, relax.
That doesn't work for me. That's the same thing with diets that have like completely cut. Like there's nothing I'm not completely gonna stop doing ever in my life. It's like, the sweet spot is finding balance and being content and happy with that in life.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Now,
I'm a young sweat.
A lot are calling me a young Maya Angelou.
Look at your fucking robe.
Stop. Look at the bee.
The B's for bussy. The B's for bitch. It's a boozy badass.
Boozy badass. No, I've been off the sauce too. I didn't drink at on our frat parties either.
Yeah, I know you had one. You slept in a high noon responsibly, but
there was no seltzer. There was nothing there, and I was parched.
Oh, there was these drinks there, Vinny, called O shots. Oh my god!
What was in those? You invented
orange vodka, orange juice, and Red Bull, and they give them to you in cups. You did one, Joey. At the end, you're like, "Fuck it, I'll do one." I don't drink Red Bull because my diabetes will act up. My left foot will go numb, literally. I had about 6 of those in the first quarter, and buddy, was I buzzing.
I wonder how many calories were in those.
Probably fucking... Does orange juice have calories?
I don't know. It's fine. I'll talk about my simmer pots.
Talk about it.
It's simmer pot season.
What's that? You talking about crock pot?
No. It's quite different.
Isn't that the same thing?
And I'm thinking of starting my own line of simmer pot sachets. So everyone knows I do simmer pots every season. So and I started them already because I was testing my recipe. This year's special brew, and I got a special pot from Amazon. I'm going to put it on my LTK, but it's a ribbed glass pot, and you just put dried spices and herbs, and it scents your whole house. And it's a simmer pot. You put it on the stove. You put like cinnamon sticks and star anise.
Oh yeah.
Apples, orange peels, grapefruit peels, rosemary sprigs, like all of your like witchy little findings that smell good. You put it in the pot, and then you put it on low, and you let it simmer through your house throughout the day. And a candle can never. And
it's delicious.
It's organic. You're taking things from the earth. You're infusing your home with a natural scents from the earth. And it's I'm never going to stop using candles, but the candles, I go through them. I need a scent. I need a strong scent all day long. So I can go through like 3 wick in a couple days.
I don't know how you don't get like nauseate. Like if a candle is too strong for me, it gives me like I have to shut it off.
Yeah.
So I guess
some people aren't ready for this lifestyle.
That's true.
And not everyone's cut out for it. I fortunately was blessed with the fall gene, so I can smell pumpkin spice year round.
Nana snorted her sniff buds out years ago. She hasn't been able to smell anything. She hasn't been able to smell anything since the tunnel.
Yeah, so I am simmering away. So I got a cute little ribbed pot, but I was thinking of a small business idea, and I was going to sell them at the Snooki shops across the country. A sachet, but like I make for Christmas, I do dried cranberries and orange peel. Do you know what I mean?
That's a classic, yeah.
Classic, but I also add, I will trinket in some local findings, local wares, seasonal goods throughout. So I think I'm having like different flavors, different ones for different holidays. I think it would be a great business venture for myself. I'm never going to do it, but I'm just saying if I wanted to start making my own line of loose sachets.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's fun to pretend.
Yeah, who am I kidding?
Vinny, did we talk to you about your trip yet?
No. It was Brenna's sister's wedding, and they did a thing where they did a small courthouse wedding the first weekend, and the second weekend they had just a reception. So it was like everyone just showed up for the party part of a wedding, which was fun. So that was in London, and for 4 days in between, I did Portugal. We were in the Algarves in southern Portugal. It was very fun.
How that doesn't seem like it's nearby each other. It's like so we had a little break, so we went to Portugal. Like, is that?
It was a 3-hour flight, 3 hours, like directly south. So like same.
That's a far away.
London?
Say it again.
Then you went back to London.
Yeah, so we did London for 2 days, Portugal for 4, back to London for 3.
Did you feel discriminated against as an American in New Jersey?
No, in Portugal, everyone was very, very nice and accepting. Everyone spoke English, and it was easy. London,
Thank God, brother.
I said before we started recording that I stayed at the Savoy, and there I felt discriminated against. I did not belong. It was way too nice. We like pulled up, and I was in shorts and like a big like trucker hat, and then like guys in top hats and suits opened the Uber up for us, and they're like, "Hello, sir," and like took our bags. And,
They go, sir. The service entrance is around back.
And the hotel literally has a dress code. Like they don't want you walking around the hotel not looking presentable.
Proper.
So so it was a little stressful feeling like I didn't belong in there. But besides,
is that where the wedding was?
No, the wedding was more in like central. Was like probably 20 minutes away from there.
Now, is Brenna's sister British, or is her husband British, or is it dude? Why London? Why was there a special?
Her husband's British, and she lives there. She moved out there with him.
Noted.
What's her name? My sister might have been at that wedding.
Her name is Elise. Alyse.
Oh, never mind.
But it was fun. Lots of Brits.
How was the wedding with the family, with Brenna's family and stuff? Were you everyone's like, you guys are next? Was there a lot of pressure? The sister got married now. The other sister.
I've gotten that a good amount, but not as much this weekend. Outside of one person made a comment, and then when we did the like family photos before the wedding, I was there with their whole family, and Brenna's mom did make a comment like, "Vinny better fucking marry into this family, or else like she could be pissed about these pictures, me being in them." But she was joking. But
that's
yeah,
nice.
it was good. It was a good 10 days off. You
were
guys
gone for
survived without
10
me.
days.
You were doing a
Yeah.
10-day edge battle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was
What?
Friday to Sunday night, so I think that's like 9 or 10 days.
Was it a wank war or edge battle?
Edge
More
battle.
of a wank war.
Yeah,
say.
probably. Wank wars are much more Asian. I feel like you'll come across a wank war, but if you're edge battling, you're
Edge battling's British.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Is it? Okay, then I must be mistaken.
Rudy Junda does a live edge battle on Twitch every evening, I think.
Yeah, he does do edge battle. Edge battles are lit.
How do I get on Jake Malisek's dating show?
On the yak, is that the finale this week?
Well, he's dating someone. Why wouldn't he just come out?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. I mean, you don't feather your eyebrows and then do a dating show where you're dating women.
That's true.
Imagine if he did come out and then he said, "Hey, can I be third mic on the show?"
Of course, everyone's welcome.
Ew, this is an inclusive. This show's a gender fuck. It doesn't matter what you are or who you love. Speaking of edge battle, we have the most boring fucking edge battle of all time is tonight, the vice presidential debate. Not to get political.
What is it?
Wah.
Oh, vice presidents?
Yeah,
Oh, they're hacks.
it's
Are they
fucking.
both cis white men?
Yeah, it's weird JD Vance and Tampon Tim is what they're calling Tim Waltz. Which is hilarious.
Maybe so. Nashville's red. Nashville is Trump land, right?
Oh, brother, you're in God's country down there, boy.
Thank God. So I have to because I didn't know what to serve when I went down when I stumped down the Stunways. I didn't know.
I mean,
I just
boot
came
scarfing?
from Athens, which is very liberal. Now I have to be buttoned up here.
Are you doing boot scarf? Nah, you don't boot scarf
I
anymore.
don't. The thing is, I don't know what I'm going to wear today. I bought all these cute outfits, but I have to like. Here's the thing they don't tell you about reality television, ladies. I can't wear anything with logos because big networks you can't have logos on. So I have all these cute like vintage T-shirts, like all my Harley Davidson T-shirts and all these like, cute things. I can't wear any of that. And I have to be dressed for a ribbon cutting, and then I have to go out to a dinner, and there's going to be a few different changes throughout the night, and then like bar hopping. So I have to find like outfits that are going to last the test of time.
You just wear a full-blown burqa with an eye screen?
No, I'm telling you, filming a reality show is a lot of work.
Life is tough.
Long hours.
Long hours. We had Kat Timpf on the show today. Our sweet Kat.
She's a pot-bellied pregnant pig right now.
She is. She's a PPP. She's got the 4 P's: pot-belly pregnant pig, or pot-belly pregnant pig. She's fantastic. Kat Timpf, if you don't know who she is.
To knock me up.
Oh my God, Cam! He was so curious. The things that he was asking us towards the end of the show. There's something he knew when jockstrap night was at the Eagle. Like the winds shifted when Cam started opening his mouth.
And then she opened herself to us on the after show. Should we start doing an after show? We're gonna be right, guys. We're gonna wrap that all back up on the after show. So come on. Stick around. There's more where that came from.
And we'll be live from the Chicks in the Office studio. Don't go anywhere. No, but Kat was great. She was hilarious. I mean, I love her. I think she's fabulous.
I wish she would just start vaping again. That baby will be fine. She's depriving herself of her sweet vape.
The baby's already formed once it's in there, right? Like you can do whatever you want to do.
It's the second you think about nutting in a woman, that's when birth starts. That's why abortion's illegal.
Well, that's what the Supreme Court says, dear.
Me nutting is a
Every time you ew, don't ever say me nutting again.
It's a sense of abortion.
Every time you blow your load on your stomach, you're killing babies.
Yeah, that's what the left wants, or the right. What's it, the right or the left likes it?
That's what the right wants. That's what the right wants.
Want.
She has a new book out. It's about how the political divide is dividing us and how it's okay to laugh and everything. So we talk all about that. Her and Cam are great. Walk down memory lane. It was very chill, very relaxed, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. We were in rare form.
Without further ado, here's our interview with Kat Timpf and her cute husband Cam.
We're here with Kat Timpf and her stud of a husband. Her cuck of a husband. He's in the cuck chair today. Yeah. He's in the cuck chair. Ladies, drink him in. Look at that bulge, Kim. Cut your hand out of the way there, son.
Cam
Lord.
did not know that he would be on the podcast today. But I knew that this would happen.
I just came to observe.
He came to observe because
As
Cam
one
actually,
does. Yeah, that's why he's in the cuck chair.
Cam loves this podcast, which is funny because I don't think you're the typical demographic
No.
of this podcast.
No. What is our demographic? Mostly pregnant Fox News hosts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is our
yes,
demographic.
Congratulations, Mama.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have my belly out.
Is this your first baby?
It's my first baby.
How exciting.
Yeah.
And he's the father. We know
he
for
is
sure.
the father. We know for sure.
But you're going to go on Maury Povich just to make sure.
For fun.
Go on
Yeah.
Tim Dillon's new show.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be unreal.
I can't wait to see it. But no, it was. I guess he pulled some clips from the last time I was on the show, and I was like, I don't know if I want kids. Like,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
You asked for our embryo.
And then you asked me to buy an
you wanted
embryo.
an
off
embryo,
me.
surrogate
so-
for my.
But
Yeah.
I ended up just getting pregnant the sex way,
Ugh.
which seems weird. Like it seems.
I thought you were
weird.
embarrassed to tell your dad that.
I was.
You wanted two rounds of IVF?
I wanted to
Yeah.
tell my dad I did IVF, even though I
Because now
didn't.
your dad knows.
Now my dad knows for sure that I've had sex.
Is it a boy or a girl?
We don't know.
Well, did you get? Was it
Well, they're-
doggy or were you on top?
Actually,
On-
it was the first one.
Doggy
I think.
means
I
so it's
think.
gonna be a boy.
I think it depends.
Is
'cause
that
it
how
could
it
have been.
works?
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I know what weekend it happened, but I have sex
Oh.
more than once a weekend.
You do.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
flex.
she's sexually.
So
I
it's a-
wish
is
I
that a
could say the
flex?
same.
Oh, no. Again, I
No.
guess you switch it up. He's a switch hitter, first and foremost.
Cam, what do you think? Is your mom gonna watch this? My mom's dead.
Stop.
So.
Mine too. I think we talked about it last
Yeah.
time.
What's a
Okay,
switch
rub it
hitter?
in her face.
Yeah.
What's a switch hitter?
Yeah.
Oh, switch
Bend over,
hitter?
I'll show you.
I switch hitter in the sense means that you do both men and women, but I think
Yeah.
there's that
Oh,
you put
okay,
it on
okay.
her side or back. Switching positions can be
Okay,
switching
okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Doggy, so it's a boy. Ooh, you were in the army?
I was.
How mad are you that we're even talking about this
Oh,
right now?
it's fine.
What'd you do?
What were
in
the showers
Army?
like?
What were yeah, let's just cut to the chase. Joey, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over with the military questions here.
So the first question on military service is showers. Is the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it right from day
you-
one? Did you get to see dicks or
Well,
no?
no. Say what you told me what you call people who look at each other's penises.
Oh, knob hawk.
What is it?
Knob hawk.
Knob
You get
hawk.
called
Yeah.
a knob hog.
The guys
who are checking out-
if you
and
look
if you're
at if you
checking
get
out
caught
cock in the
looking at
shower,
dicks.
yeah,
I'm a
Guilty.
bird watcher. I
Yeah,
call
yeah.
bird watching.
Yeah.
So you're a knob hawk. You're a knob hawk.
I'm a bird
basket
watcher.
watcher.
Bird watching.
I mean, I think from playing sports growing up too is like nothing different.
Yeah.
It's probably, when you play hockey and everything, them is the most disgusting locker rooms ever.
They do smell.
Actually,
Oh, I
hockey
love it.
players and lacrosse, like, probably the most disgusting athletes. But when I had privates and stuff in the military, they were probably the most dirty people. I mean, hilarious. I mean, I know judgment was funny, like the stuff they do.
But you were an Army Ranger. Which
I
is
went to
like,
Ranger school and
that's like-
stuff.
he was
and I
like
went
a-
to West Point.
You went to West Point?
Yes.
I know.
That's exciting.
He's
Very
like such
impressive.
a cat. He's like such
You
a
go,
catch. He's such a catch. I mean,
I know.
As far as people that could have got me pregnant, this one.
Can I ask a question about that? In this, I promise we'll get off the shower question after.
Yeah.
Does everyone in the military have bushes? Because you like don't shave your pubes, right? You're just shaving your face and your head. I've always
can
thought
shave
that.
their
Is it just
pubes.
like bush everywhere?
Is this
Like,
the
are
film
you-
you saw? Is this the, you were watching
Yes.
Shaving Ryan's Privates on Pornhub, and that's what you're getting at.
But I've always wondered that it's like all like everyone's like
I mean, I think it's a lifestyle choice.
it's a life, so they don't frown upon
I mean,
it.
some people have it, I guess.
So
some
you,
don't.
yeah.
The Army's official stance
I've
on
had
bush
never-
is
I've never worn that. No.
Oh,
no,
Full bush. No.
never. You have a full bush.
yeah, I can't get down there. I can't reach.
He's gonna use
Although-
one of the claws that you used to get toilet paper from the top rack.
I am getting to the
The
point.
folds.
I'm starting already to get to the point where I can't like see because my belly's out and like I'm not gonna be able to see anything.
Yeah, you got to stop like your workouts now. You can talk to a new trainer.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a trainer because it's like it's great, dude.
That's
it's
how
so
it is for
weird.
guys like me when you start to diet again. If you can't see your dick when you look down to pee,
Yeah.
then we gotta start eating healthy again.
That's called a dick do. Your
You-
stomach sticks up farther than your dick do.
Babies are really bad for your body.
So
Like-
are seed oils, I heard.
Yes, I think they're worse than seed oils. Like I've gained 20 pounds already. I have boobs, which is awesome.
I was
I've,
gonna
like,
say,
have you
your tits
noticed?
look
I've like
huge.
I have like
Yeah.
big boobs, and then
That's the first thing my mom said when she saw the bump.
Yeah, yeah. I actually
don't look at her.
Yeah. And then but I'm also, I feel like shit. My skin's like shitty. I'm crying all the time. I can't have any nicotine. I can't party.
I think you look
Oh,
beautiful.
right.
Thank you.
You can. It's fine.
Nicotine?
No, not
But-
nicotine. Are you speaking like a mom yet? I know. I want to ask how far along you are.
I was gonna say, do I sound like a mom?
No,
so
not yet.
far?
Not
Sound
yet.
like
Not
the
yet. But I'm
same.
saying, I'll know by your answer. Like, how far along are you?
I'm like halfway there.
Okay, that's right. If you said 36 and a half weeks or whatever by weeks, that's how they talk about with babies. Like, how he's.
Oh, I know how many weeks I
he's
am.
40. I know, but that you would say like I'm 2 months pregnant.
She's
if
dumbing it
it's a
down
month.
for us.
Yeah, I'm
3
like,
months pregnant. 6 months pregnant.
I'm almost 20 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when you're a mom, they say that your kid's like, how old's your kid? He's like, oh, he's 14 months
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
It's like, your kid's fucking 1.
Yeah.
You're gonna work straight through, obviously, right?
I'm gonna work up until my due date. I think it'd be awesome if I like go into labor at work.
How great would that be?
It'd be great. What if it was live on TV? I'm always like content. It
Yeah.
would be great.
You have a baby pool set up for a water birth, just in case.
Exactly. I mean, I want to really try to do it without the medication because I want to know what it. Okay, 2 reasons. I want to know what it feels like.
She's a cutter.
And also but my mother-in-law and my dead mom didn't use medication. I don't want either one of them to be better than me.
Oh, right.
It's competition. My sister-in-law didn't. She told my mom she wasn't going to do it. My mom was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then she actually did it, which is like crazy. But
Yeah.
she farted the baby out in like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, she farted it out.
She farted it out. They come out of the asshole, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Just checking.
Well, Kat, I don't think it'd be too bad. You're really spread open down there from all your years of performance. So I think it's just gonna fall out.
Performance. Oh my God, what would that even be? I mean, I haven't thought that much about it.
I'd be terrified if I have to
so
take a shit.
scared.
I know it's gonna hurt. It's like I'm terrified to like that. I know it has to happen. There's no way around it.
How
And,
often are you taking shits that hurt?
if their asshole rips open, like if after like a long weekend of like binge eating, I'm saying like if it's like when it's gonna rip your asshole and you're gonna bleed.
No.
Does that ever happen? That's why I can't bottom anymore. I'm so sorry.
Well, last time you bled was actually with Cam.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Feel
put
like
that knob
you feel like
watcher
it,
in there.
make it feel like it's prom night every night.
Cam.
That's why he likes me.
How big is it, son? Sorry. Did I say that out? Did I say that out loud?
Cam, aren't you so glad you
Well,
came?
you had an ileostomy too, so like,
Yeah,
you've been through a lot.
What
of
is
things.
that?
I think we talked about this last time.
That's the
Oh,
I
bag.
had a bag, so my small intestine came
Yeah,
out of
that's
this,
right, that's
this
right,
hole
that's
right
right, that's
here.
right.
Cat's really tough.
So, and like
Yeah.
I lived that way, so I feel like there was no cute baby at the end of that. So I feel like
Just a literal bag of shit.
it was so gross, and he still had sex with me while we had it. But
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was so great.
Did you finish on the bag?
No, we never,
I don't know how kinky we're getting.
we never did that. no.
What are the
The
stoma
hospital
stuff?
instructs you not to put anything in the hole.
Got it.
And it's like
he's fucking a
No,
literal
seriously.
stomach.
No, they
they instruct,
it's
they
a real
instruct
thing.
you not
Yeah.
to do
People do
that.
that?
Yeah,
Closer,
because
like a little closer.
sorry, they double underline it and
Yeah,
bold it.
yeah,
to,
they're like,
not,
don't put it in there.
So some freaks are doing it.
Clearly, or that wouldn't be on the instructions.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
Like
you
you
think-
double
you thought about it,
underline
though.
and bold, like that's.
Do you think you get pregnant faster if he shoots it right into your stomach?
No, you don't. Your intestines
That's not
are.
how-
My
Oh, that's
baby's
not part
not
of the
being
uterus.
held in the. No.
I
No.
thought it's all connected.
The things that make poop and that make a baby are separate systems.
Not my what's it called? Not in our community, hun.
No, right. Exactly.
Oh my lord, that's crazy. You wrote another book. We'll talk
Yes.
about that in a minute. But I was on Instagram the other day. You were just casually on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Well, I wake up, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I start seeing you're all over Rogan. How did that happen?
Well, I didn't tell anybody because at first I was like, "Is this really gonna happen?"
Yeah.
And well, I didn't tell anybody. It was after it was already out. But yeah, I mean, he wanted to talk to me. He had followed me on Instagram for like a while before that, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like, "Oh my god!" But then he just someone pitched my book. Like everyone's pitching my book right now. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you want to talk to Kat?" Blah blah blah. And he said yes. So I was terrified.
You go, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, really? And I was so nervous, but he was so nice and normal that I just it felt very natural. Like we had just like a natural conversation.
I've heard that it's very long. It's like
It was
3
it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
2 hours and 50 minutes.
And they air that whole thing?
Yeah, they air the whole thing.
Oh.
Yes. And I just sit down and I'm having a conversation, and after a while you forget that this is being recorded.
Yeah.
But every time I leave a podcast, I'm always like, shouldn't have said those 17 things that I said, but it's always too late.
They don't cut anything from Rogan either. They're
No,
like,
they don't.
Once you're on, you're on.
Mm-hmm.
It's Vinny's dream. After this show, we're like, cut out the kids in cages. Cut out. Yeah. Cut out everything. But that
Yeah,
must
they
sound
don't cut
cool.
anything. Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Very happy for you.
Yeah, it was really exciting. And I mean, I don't know.
Is he here in New York?
No, he's in Austin.
Oh,
so I went
Austin,
all the way.
that's
I went to
right.
Texas
I
for
remember
that.
that,
And I did a few different podcasts in Austin.
Which ones? Oh, you did Some of This
I
Is
did
Bad.
Some of This Is
They're
Bad.
the best with
Oh.
Dylan and Colton. They're my favorite people.
I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly really loved them. Like
Dylan's
I,
laugh.
They were great. I never met them before. I sat down and I was immediately like, oh, these guys.
Tell them how it happened too, because the podcast is coming out. Your manager brought it up. And
my manager brought up. Oh yeah, so I'd never heard of them before, and my manager pitched that I do this
Kat's
podcast.
like, who is
and I was
this?
like, what is this? I've never heard of this. And then I played like.
Well,
Cam,
I played it. I said you'll like him.
You
I said,
played
Kat, you'll like him.
10
Shocker, he knows about all the gay podcasts.
Yeah, he does.
Every single one. Yeah. He's like, you should do Selena S. titties.
I heard the voice. I'm like, Kat, you're gonna like these guys.
Yeah. He played 10 seconds. I was like, oh, I can't wait to do this.
And they're raunchier than us. They were like,
so,
oh yeah.
Oh, he sat down. He was talking about like this, like his
Like
butthole was
gonorrhea.
bleeding out, and I was like, oh, I love you guys. It was great. And then Dylan was he recognized me not from anything that I've done on Fox or anything else. He recognized me from talking about my shitbag on Guys We Fucked, the podcast. He was like, wait, you're the shitbag girl from Guys We Fucked.
The shitbag girl.
And I'm like, I guess so. Yeah, of all the things that I've accomplished in my life, but they were so great. I really loved it.
They're the best. They were here. They're going to. Are you going to Skankfest?
Not
No.
no.
What's
But
that?
like,
It's the big comedy festival in Vegas, where it's different plays every year, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. And everyone like those guys will be there, and it's just like comedy and everything.
well, I started doing stand up now. I mean, my last live show was more of a one woman show, and now it's just stand up pretty much.
that's hot.
And I'm so much better at stand up now that I'm unmedicated
What do you mean? What are you off of?
of amphetamines.
Oh,
no more Adderall.
You can't do anything.
I
when
can't
you're
do
pregnant.
anything. I can have
Prenatal.
what?
Prenatal.
Oh, I thought you said anal. I was like,
Yeah, I could do that, huh?
okay, I take a prenatal, and I can have 200 milligrams of caffeine a day, and that's it.
And you've clearly already had that.
Yeah, clearly I already had that. I look what time it. No way. Immediately, I can't function. And that's it. But yeah, so I've been on. I talked a lot about this on Rogan. Actually, he was very fascinated by this.
Yeah.
I was taking amphetamines from starting at age 5 because I was diagnosed. I was a problem. Like I couldn't function in a classroom.
Was it
This is
Ritalin?
Ritalin.
yeah, Ritalin. But like I was on amphetamines in my first communion. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, that
so-
was something you spoke about not wanting to have kids because you didn't think you could do it.
Yeah,
you didn't
you're
think
right.
you could function with her work, and that was like a big thing. Eliminating, like, even, I mean, you thought even getting married with me would ruin your brand, but then
Yeah,
the
it's
kid,
true.
because you couldn't, take the stuff you needed to survive. But
I was like, I
you're
don't know.
better without it, I think.
You're obviously. I think there is an entire generation of people that are addicted, and
Yeah.
with no case study about what happens.
Yep.
You're essentially electrocuting
I
your
am that
body
case
every
study.
day. Yeah.
What's crazy is life is harder. Like
Right.
everyday life's harder, writing's harder, reading's harder, listening to people who are not interesting. I actually can't do it.
Yeah.
If you're talking to me and I'm not interested in you or what you're saying, I will have no idea what you said.
My eyes wander.
But I will actually be like, I actually didn't process any of that. I can't like do things around the house. I'm emotionally unstable. Part of that might be pregnancy,
think
but
I
even
have
more
the
so
same
than
You don't
normal.
do stuff around the house anyway.
Right.
Here we go.
That's true. But yeah, but on stage I'm way better because I don't have any impulse control, and that's the best thing on stage. Is to not,
you had to you found out you were pregnant and then you tapered off? You cold turkey?
I cold turkeyed everything.
And
So
then how long until, sorry to interrupt you, how long until you felt like normal again?
I don't, because I've been on it since I was 5. So
Yeah.
I don't feel normal. I don't know what normal is.
Yeah, but I think the tough thing you said is, you also you're pregnant. So
Right.
it's like there's all these other hormones going through your body. So it's like, what's it really like being off it? Because
Right.
there's
Yeah.
some other things going on. So.
Yeah. So, but I'm also like, would you not say I'm way more emotionally unstable, babe?
Yes and no.
You probably just got to balance out. It's probably going to take time to
Maybe this is also like a way of nature's cleanse. Maybe you're not going to need it afterwards. Maybe
Yeah.
you're going to be so busy worrying about the fucking baby that you're not going to need to be zipped up.
Yeah, the baby.
You've also been working nonstop.
nonstop. Nonstop.
zipped up.
I know, I'm like zipped up.
Zooted.
I didn't feel zipped up anymore because I literally been taking it every day for so long.
How many milligrams?
So I started at 30, and then I've been in college I was on like 50, and then I was at
XRs.
yes, and then I was at 30,
Odd beats.
and then
I
I
just
You
was
know a lot about this.
I just know
That
the
I do.
oval orange ones.
those are 30s, but those are instant release. Trust me, I've been on all of them.
That's the ones I snort.
Yeah.
Those are the
I
ones that
know
make you
exactly.
snort.
I'm like, those are instant release.
Those are the ones you snort,
Adderalls.
right?
In college, I snorted the
instant
beads,
release
and I was
one.
up for 3 fucking days. I thought I was going to die. Me and my college roommate, shout out Jeff Butts.
Oh,
we were sitting
no.
there playing NHL 2011, trying to decide whether or not
How
we were
about
gonna
was your
live.
nose just bleeding like crazy?
Yes.
You're not supposed to
Yes.
snort beads.
I was like, if I smoke a bong, maybe
So
this
you
will
took
calm
this
me
to
down.
go play NHL 2011.
For 3 days straight.
Oh wow.
Anyway, I interrupted you. You
no,
were saying.
but yeah, then I
no.
was on 20, and then I just had to stop because I was a surprise. I wanted to get pregnant, but I was a surprise also.
But how fun as a woman just to catch loads and maybe it's going to happen or it's not?
It's weird.
I've been trying for years. All I got was
It's weird. I said like all I did was have sex. That's the weirdest thing.
I mean, if that was my husband, I would do that too.
You heard that, babe?
You have to cut that. My boyfriend will yell.
But we actually kind of gave up though because we were just gonna do it anyway. Around July. No, because we have the embryos, the one you want to take.
We were gonna do the science.
One embryo. This going in to try and take it.
No, he asked for it last.
No, like
last
then
time
if this is horrible, if you have like knock on wood, everything goes perfect. But I'm saying if you don't want to do it again, you have that embryo you can stick in some other woman.
I know, because I really hate being pregnant.
Yeah.
I was watching the last podcast I did, and I was like, I'll love the attention, blah, blah. You don't get that much attention. People don't give a shit. People are over it so
And you're
fast.
walking around with your stomach out.
I'm like, hello,
That's
everyone.
how much you want attention.
There's a baby in here. Does anyone want to tell me how brave I am for doing what literally everyone's done and the reason we're all here?
It is the best excuse though of pregnancy. Like I use it all the time.
Yeah.
With stuff. I get so much sympathy. Yeah, no, that she is. That I have to deal with it. Every phone call, any business stuff like that. I'm like, my wife's pregnant. Everyone's like, oh, I understand, and it's great.
Oh God,
I'm milking the shit out of it.
What do you do for work, Cam?
I work in finance. Then obviously
he works in finance, and he's also my business manager.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so he does like spreadsheets and shit.
What are they gonna do when you go on maternity leave? Are they gonna have a replacement for you on the show? Or
yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't know. Like a girl, I guess. I don't know who
Lori
else it's gonna be.
Lori, what's her name? What's like Tommy Lauren?
I don't know.
Did you fuck with her or no?
I don't really know her at all. I mean, because she doesn't live in New York, so I've been on air with her like once or twice. I don't really know her.
Yeah, who do you hate? Tell us who you hate.
I don't
make a
really-
clip right
Kennedy?
now.
Do
Who
you
the
hate her?
fuck do you
Kennedy's
hate?
one of my best friends.
Okay, good.
I went to
That's what's
Africa with Kennedy. Actually,
Really?
everybody thought we were lesbians together.
No one remembers. I'm old. She was original MTV.
Yes.
I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, she's great.
She was original
Okay.
VJ on
I'm
MTV.
sure I would recognize. if I
Yeah.
saw
Kurt
it.
Loder and all those
Okay.
other people.
I got you.
I'm an MTV brat baby.
Everyone thought that she was. We were on our honeymoon, and we were just like, because no,
She is a lesbian, isn't she?
No, she's not.
Oh, she's not?
She's straight, actually. She's completely straight. She doesn't seem. I'm not straight, but she's straight.
Yeah.
And they thought what gal pals take a safari trip together?
That's
And
a
those
very
glasses
lesbian
aren't
thing to do.
Both
That's
your
a
glasses
dykey
aren't
fucking
helping
trip.
either.
Yeah, but also like I have dated girls before, so
Yeah.
like that's not far off with me. But she's actually never dated a girl, never wants to date a girl. She's like actually completely straight, which blows my mind. Like,
Yeah.
just when I hear anybody like, I mean, he's straight too. I'm like, anybody's straight. I'm like, really? Like,
She's with
It's
the West
weird.
Point guy too now.
yeah. But I always have been like, because for the longest
Single
time,
white
I was always
female.
like, well, you know how like sometimes you're into girls, and like if it's the right girl, you're into, and people are like, no, and I'm like, oh, is that?
I genuinely don't believe. I genuinely don't believe that anyone. If someone tells me they're straight, or I'm like, talking to a guy,
how?
I'm like, no, you're not.
Well, for the longest time, I feel like as a girl, you can get away with being like, I'm straight, but just like when I'm drinking, I'll do that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but then there was this, finally, it took me forever. I mean, I was maybe in my late 20s. There was like this same girl that I was hanging out with, like cuddling with, like stone cold sober and kissing. I was like, this isn't like party girl shit anymore.
Yeah, there's no one's around. There's no
Like,
cameras around.
I really like you.
You're whittling a sphere with a pocket knife.
Like, I really like you. Do you want to go camping?
Yeah. You want to go to Africa together?
Yeah, like, so that, but I feel like it's, as a woman, a long time, you can like lie to yourself and pretend
Well, maybe
that
that was the
you're straight.
amphetamines that made you gay. And
No.
maybe you just might be full blown straight right now.
No, I
Are you
don't
gonna
think
get
so.
back on any? And you're all vape. You were like a notorious vapor.
Yeah, so I had to quit vaping because I took it way too far, and my
You did take
She had
it
a
so-
ring last
You
time.
had the you just look over. You just hear.
yeah, it was really bad. I mean, I was vaping when I worked here. I mean, I was vaping when vaping began. I started vaping.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole
In
thing.
general.
The whole thing. I was the first person to ever vape. Truly. I mean,
She had a humidifier that she had her when she was a child.
yeah.
She took apart.
I remember you did like when the political streams we used to
Oh,
do at
yeah.
the old office. People be like, "What the fuck is that?"
I had
cat?"
this
just be like a
massive-
cloud like around her.
Literally, I would travel like walking through a smoke machine. I was traveling in a cloud 24/7. I never was talking. But I kept, you can, my voice is so deep and raspy. He still fucking vapes, but I had to quit because I kept losing my voice. And it's like, I talk for a living. So I was like,
Yeah.
You do a raspy voice. Raspy voice is hot though.
It is
like
hot.
a Miley Cyrus, like
yeah,
ashtray
she's
voice.
hot. She's so hot. But yeah, I had to quit. So, but then I started doing like Zins and,
Oh god, you're doing chaw.
But I actually, when I quit vaping, Zins were not strong enough for me. So I had to do this other company where I had 12 milligrams that I was doing, which do you know how much that is? I've seen people throw up off of 6 before.
Yeah, they make me gag and they give me shake, make me shake.
They hurt too.
Oh, no, not
like-
for me.
Not for
They
you.
burn.
But imagine how zooted I'm going to get when I can finally have nicotine again.
Oh, you're already so you're not like I'm off this. You're like get this
Didn't you
baby
want
out
to do it
and
in the
bump us back on.
delivery room?
Yeah, in the delivery
You
room.
can't. You can't
That's
do
how.
that,
That's
though.
I have a thing. This not a phobia. What is it called? My
Pet
an
peeve.
ick. It's an ick and a pet peeve. Where these women who literally they're still dilated. The baby just fucking came out. The umbilical cord's stuck, and they have trays and platters of
Sushi.
sitting there.
So
They're like,
gross.
oh my. It's like fucking take care of your child, you selfish bitch.
The kid's still fucking blue.
That gets
and they're
you.
like,
that gets you irritated.
Yeah. Oh, I can't. It's like,
Out of
oh,
all
I
things-
deserve
out of all-
Dig into this.
out of
Dig
all
into
things
this.
in
You dig
life,
into this.
that
Dig
gets
in.
you irritated.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
irks
be-
me.
I mean,
I love that this is where you draw the line in terms of being offended.
You can't wait.
I mean,
You can't
it's just-
wait to
I
get
mean,
like. I understand you were repressed, but it's like
Repress.
you can't have your sushi, but it's like there's a time and a place, sister.
Really?
But she's gonna be chain smoking, chewing zins.
So what about it like irritates you though? Like is it a woman or is it
No,
like
it's
the
not the
sushi
women.
or
It's the sushi.
disgust?
It's a thing that they are.
it's the Asian
they can't-
culture. Let's
they
call it what it
can't-
is.
No, it's not.
It's
because
racism.
they
Just
can't
say
wait
it.
until. Like just doing it like on the bed, I think like that. Like
Eating
it's
Have you ever
it's
eaten food in
dramatic.
bed?
You've just blown
You know,
a
yes,
baby
no, I
out.
have.
Like-
No, I have 100%. But I'm saying like it's just like I don't know the selfishness of it. Maybe I don't know what.
Self-centered.
Have you
people
ever like
looking
so what before you're taking that big dump you were saying before
Yeah.
you brought what if you have you ever eaten on the toilet? Wouldn't it be the same thing? Or right after you go eat immediately
No,
right
I've
after
never
it or
eaten on the
something?
toilet,
You know what
but-
I'm saying? It's kind of similar.
I've eaten on the toilet.
I guess no. You've eaten on the toilet?
Of course. I've like brought not like a meal, but like I'm sure it's
Like candy.
I've eaten something on a
Yeah.
toilet.
No, I think it's the timing that's annoying. It's like like you can't wait till you're out of the hospital bed.
So someone's selfish.
I don't know what it is. It just there and it's like so much.
So what is
it,
acceptable to eat?
Yeah. You could is there a
It's
Great
something about the
question,
sushi. It's like it's too much of a production for you, right?
Just
With the
in the-
chopsticks. and
It's a
the-
Yeah, I
pretentious
think
food.
that's
It is
what
a
it is.
pretentious
and people
food.
take videos of it too, which is annoying.
and they post
Yeah.
it and it's like oh I waited so long for this. It's like like I don't know. There's something about it that irks me.
I should have. What if I had a chopsticks with a bunch of zins?
Yeah.
And
You're
I
popping
think-
them in.
I think we're gonna do that. Actually,
Yeah.
I think that's some great.
You get
content.
irritated by like people who post like engagement photos and they have like all the same taglines or bachelorette parties
No, but
stuff like that.
no, not that. But like gender reveals, I do.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, I don't even know the gender.
I don't even care. I don't even care about gender. The
Well, it hasn't chosen
the
it
whole
yet.
political thing about the gender thing. It's just like how
It's look at me.
self-centered can
It's
you
look at
be?
me.
People
like, oh.
start wildfires.
Yes.
So
for
the
the
woman
gender
self,
reveals.
the woman's
Like, no-
the gender reveal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was bad.
No one cares. I mean, it's nice to have a consent order, but it's like making it. It's just making a mockery out of anything. It's like
You got to think for the kid. Like even I have a nephew now, and I'm like, fuck, this kid. I'm bad with it too. Take a picture. I'm like, this kid's whole life is good. Like when we were younger, there's a good 20 years where our lives were just not documented.
Yes.
And now it's like I have videos of Miles like running around, like 1,000 of them running around the yard. Their whole life is going to be documented.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't want to do that.
I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, I think in the situation we are, like, we're definitely not going to let anyone know the kid's name till a certain
Yeah.
point, not
Yeah.
put the face on the internet.
I mean, we'll leak it.
Because I think it's gonna be Cheens 2, which is her cat's name.
Yeah,
so
I'm
number
gonna
2.
say it's cheese. Because I think it's sometimes I guess people can make money off of it and no shame and get your bag, whatever. But
Yeah.
like for the
Magazine.
kid to have a full digital footprint before they even know what the world is or the internet is kind of wild to me.
I was thinking more of just safety reasons, but
Yeah, I
maybe
guess.
people are creeps out there. And stuff too.
oh, yeah.
But that who's that toy reviewer? The kid who made like $45 million when he's
Yeah.
like 8.
Yeah.
The little Pacific Islander kid.
I hope I don't turn into that. Like, please let me know if I'm somebody that's like going on and on. I'm on like an Instagram, like Little Bean did the blah blah, like crawled 3 steps. Like, just
I don't
come
think
to
you'll
my
ever do
house
that.
and punch me in the face.
I have a feeling you're not.
You'll never do that.
I have a feeling if there's one person who's at no risk of doing that, it is Kat Timpf.
I'll be like, I don't even know where the baby is. I keep saying whenever it comes out, it's your problem.
I think it's your biggest fear. I think your biggest fear is like that it's a girl that likes sports.
I
and
don't want
some
a girl.
other
I'm
thing.
worried about it being. So I'm worried. I don't know what it is. I want it. Like, I'm worried about being a girl because like a girl would hate me.
Why?
But because what if she'll be like me? How will I handle?
And then you hate
no, but-
yourself, therefore you would hate
yeah,
the kid.
like
Yeah.
she would just be like.
Well, I mean, just in general, like, so like you brought up Kenny earlier, and like, so she's so cool. Like Kenny's the
Yeah.
coolest.
Yeah.
And like, even her kids, like,
Don't
it's
think
still
she's
mom.
cool.
It's not cool, and it's like you realize like your mom is a generational like talent,
Yeah.
the coolest
Yeah, Kenny's
person
a
ever.
cultural
She's
icon,
an
yeah.
icon, and
Yeah.
she's so cool. But your kids always think you're like a loser, and they're gonna hate you. And so like they're not.
Someone's gotta humble her.
No, and it's true. And so like for Kat, like she loves people liking her and feeling that she's cool. So like the kid's not gonna think she's cool.
right.
Yeah.
I don't. But I
It's gonna
think
be
there's an
terrible.
age. I think your kid thinks you're cool until maybe like middle school. You got like a good 10 years where your kid thinks you're cool.
But what if my kid wants to play outdoor sports?
Let him
And
do
then
it.
I'm sitting
lacrosse.
Outdoor sports, God forbid.
No, but then I have to like
With other moms.
Yeah, I have to sit. I
ew.
have to sit outside at a
Yeah.
soccer field with other moms and like bring a cooler of oranges. What have I done?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is like I just know the first 3 months, or like when this baby comes out and then I'm sitting at home, I'm gonna be like, that's another reason why I don't want to know if it's a boy or a girl, is because I don't want tutus being given to me or a bunch of monster truck onesies.
Yes.
Buy some stuff that I need, because I know that when I give birth to this baby, I'm gonna be in fucking crisis mode.
Yeah, you're not gonna have time for pose
I'm gonna be at
things.
home like, what have I done? I'm gonna be thinking I've ruined my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, why did I do
So
this?
you're nervous?
I've made a horrible mistake. Yes, I'm gonna be like, when the baby, because
not.
at the beginning, the baby cries every 3 hours. It's gonna need my boobs.
gonna be scared-
Gonna be
terrifying.
like eating my boobs. I'm gonna be like, what have I done? I'm gonna be crying. I've ruined my life. Why did we do this? Why did you let me cry? I told you I didn't know if I wanted to do this, and now I'm gonna be the last thing I'm gonna be like, let's put a little tutu on it and like take
Yeah.
a picture. Well, that's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about. I
It'll
know
be fine.
myself.
It'll be
I think
okay.
you're gonna. I bet, as a mother,
As a right,
I
of course,
bet
of course,
when
of
you
course.
have the baby, I bet it'll be light switch maternal instincts.
You think?
I think so. Yeah,
I think so,
that
too.
happens.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden, it's like, oh, next thing you know, Kat doesn't want the rig.
Yeah,
Kat
but,
doesn't want.
but Kat's
Kat
gonna
doesn't want
be.
animals.
She's gonna want to go to work immediately back. Like
Yeah,
she loves to work.
how long
Like,
do you
What is
3 months.
postpartum looking like for a cat? Is it? Are you getting a nanny? Is the nursery already set up? How's your day to day? Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh my gosh, my nursery right now is filled with merch, so we don't have anything
Like
in the nursery.
beer koozies and.
I'm literally going.
Here's one more to add. You can
Oh,
wear that.
oh,
Thank
that's
you.
so cute.
Sorry,
I'm
Give
going
my mic.
out on tour I'm on tour right now. So I have to sell all this stuff. I'm touring up until I'm not medically not allowed to anymore.
Okay.
Like medically not allowed to fly. And so then we'll have the baby's room after that. I mean, you're going to do everything. I'm not
Yeah.
under the impression that I had to worry about this. But the baby's going to come out either through my vagina or C-section. I don't really know that either. And then I'm going to go home and we're going to figure it out. I think my dad's going to come for a little bit. Cause like, again, my mom's dead. So it's like most people have their mom.
Yeah.
You know,
Are
I
your
don't know.
parents around?
Yes.
His mom's around.
They're
His-
gonna help out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we'll have help. I mean, we need it. And
Yeah.
We're doing too much. I mean, Kat's and one of my few jokes, because you always say, she's like a border collie. Like, you ever had a border collie as a pet? The worst animal unless you have it working. She needs to work. Like,
Or I'll
she
tear up
loves
the house.
working. She'll tear up the house.
yeah,
That's why you
And it's just a
communicate via
nightmare.
dog
So-
whistle.
Yeah. So, but like right now, she's working 7 days a week, which is
Right.
crazy schedule.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, with the book launch, she's doing so much promo. Like, I think
Yeah.
our PR agency and Simon Schuster, like, you guys are crazy the amount we're doing, and
Get it
she's
all
been
in
all
now.
over the place. So
That's not gonna
But
get
she
easier.
had 3 shows last weekend, and she has 2 more book signed this weekend, and then another show, and all the way through the fall till Christmas, till she can't fly.
Where
yeah.
are you going?
I'm going everywhere, man. I'm going Florida. I'm going like
Idaho,
Utah,
Salt Lake
Idaho,
City,
Austin. I'm excited to go back to
Are
Austin.
you gonna go see? Is that out and about? You'll see them, hopefully.
This is out and about. There's
No, sorry,
something.
sorry,
Some of this
yeah,
is bad.
yeah, some of this is bad, yes.
They're great.
But they were so great.
My favorite.
But yeah, so 3 months. I think I'm just gonna be melting down. I think I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
And then I want it. So the breastfeeding is tough because it's like I hear that you lose weight faster
You
when
do,
you
yeah.
breastfeed. So I'm attracted to that. But then also like you can't. Then I can't like consume whatever I want. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
like that. So
It's
it's
a
like
pump and dump.
it's gonna be like my
Pump and dump.
desire to put what I want into my body with my desire to be skinny are gonna be really battling each other
I'm
out.
surprised you didn't say anything with the pump and dump. I mean,
It was
yeah,
there.
really, come
It was
on,
there.
like, it was-
Yeah.
I would
It was
expected
there.
that. No one says anything here.
Cam goes as a fan of the show.
Yeah.
It was just like too easy. Maybe it's
Cam's
too
went
easy.
to a pump and dump. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he has.
Those-
On
it
the
got-
old barracks.
It got real lonely in the Korengal Valley. back in-
But I don't
There was
know.
a tattered rag set up as a wall. Believe it or not.
But I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna be melting down. It's gonna be so hard. I think, and I'm
You're
gonna-
also raising a kid in New York City. Like, there's
Oh.
something to be said for that.
tough.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm not a fan of that.
Well, when I eventually get fired from here, if you need a manny,
Oh, that'd be great.
I am all there.
Well, you have the nanny issues. You always have to talk about that, which is funny.
I don't want the nanny. I need the nanny to be either a man or hideous.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say this
get a
publicly because
smoking hot
because
nanny.
then like
Then they
the
get
nanny. Now
hired,
I
they're
hire
gonna-
the nanny and they're
Cam's
like,
like,
I'm
"Oh,
ugly.
I don't want.
this
I don't
one's
want
pretty
that.
good,
I
huh,
don't-
honey?
I just don't want like if there's another woman in my house and like with the baby and like you were watching this other woman with you're gonna fall in love with her. Like
Right.
it's
No, I
one
would
thing.
never do
It's
that.
one thing if you just bang her and I don't know about it, but like you're gonna like.
He goes, no, I would never do that.
But you're gonna fall in love with her, and so
Yeah, Cam.
No, I mean,
you're
I
gonna
think no. Look, we have a lot of people that help us out around, from dog walking to help clean. Like finding good people is always hard. So like for me,
Yes.
it's like finding someone who's like, you know, obviously with what we do and how much like they can take care and offer her help, and then me, and then travel with us to other things too. But it's really hard to find like nannies and like milk ladies and whatever.
Milk lady.
No, isn't the milk nurse?
Wet
or
nurse.
You mean
something?
night nurse?
No, you call those the milk nurse.
Milk lady. I think I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
but milk lady.
I don't know the
You
name.
really hold. I feel like your guys' energy is perfect for each other.
Oh, it
Kinda-
is.
Just the most calm. Like he grounds you. He
oh,
holds you down.
1,000%. And I'm like,
How could I? If I was any other way, it wouldn't work.
he would get run the fuck over. It would be horrible. But I think a drag queen would be the best to have like a drag queen nanny because it's a man, but also there's feminine energy.
Yes.
You know what I
But
mean?
he'll
That
be
would-
bricked up the whole time.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want.
Well, we've been talking about Joey coming back in here. He's going to surprise me and drag one day. I mean, if you
You do
want to,
drag?
after the baby,
I did in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
The 90s.
perhaps you've
the
heard of them.
90s. But no, not anymore. I stopped gender.
How old
bending.
are you?
45.
I mean, you couldn't be doing much in the like late 90s.
Oh,
I mean,
you'd
like
be surprised.
I guess on
90.
age-wise. because
Yeah,
I'm thinking
18,
on,
19.
Yeah. All right.
I was out there.
Wow.
I was working them streets.
We put a cloud bubble.
Where were you doing this?
What's that?
Where were you doing this? Where are you doing
The
drag?
Tunnel, Limelight,
Oh, yeah.
Palladium.
Keep going, Cam. I
And then
wanna-
Pasha here too.
Pasha, yeah,
that
that was later on. Yeah, that was in the
Yeah.
early 2000s. That was fun. The Cheetah Club.
Cameron, are you starstruck?
No, it's impressive. And they eat-
Cam, keep going, please. I love the genuine curiosity.
Cam, please
keep
ask
going.
Where are you?
question.
Where are you from originally?
Ask
New
Joey.
Jersey.
All right, now we're getting into the show.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Ask
You have so
Joey-
many
ask
I
questions.
wanna
Joey
know-
anything.
okay, one thing I loved about you is like when you were calling Mr. Portnoy, here's your coffee every day.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
He doesn't come here anymore.
Yeah.
He loved when I wear my breastplate and my wigs.
Everyone did, dear.
I know, but he's not here anymore. But yeah.
And then I
just-
saw that you were on Jersey Shore because I started following you and stuff. Because you were funny.
yeah.
And my wife thinks I'm crazy. But
No, I
Yeah.
don't think you're
it's
crazy.
funny,
I love
but
it.
you're hilarious. And then I
Thank
saw you
you.
on Jersey Shore, which that was one of the best reality TV shows ever.
The new
And, like,
season
the best
airs
cast.
tonight, actually. I'm on this
Get a
season
nice
again.
little plug then.
Yeah, there's another season coming
But that
out.
was a great reality TV show too. But you were on there. You were sniffing JWoww's.
Husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because the first
Um,
two seasons in reality TV, in my opinion, are usually the best, and then kind of teeters when they
Yeah.
third season, the contracts get in and they get paid more, and everyone's
Oh,
brand deals, whatever, and no one's actually gonna be real anymore.
Right. But
I
no,
like
it's-
Vanderpump and all the other ones.
Yeah, we're still doing it. They're still doing it. We just they wrapped, and the new season airs today. I'm on a couple episodes of the season.
What are you
as
doing
well,
there?
yeah.
We can cut all this, Vinny.
I'm just doing. No, we're just like a lunch or some drama that's going on. You have to watch.
Actually, Kat's makeup artist Mary Gordon knows you.
it. Oh yeah, I know.
You know
her
Mary,
too.
she
Yeah.
travels with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love her.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
We knew each other for years, and growing up in the industry.
She said you're hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Any other Joey Kamasa questions or
I know you got some dirty
Yeah,
ones in
please.
that fucking videos. Ask whatever's you.
You got to give me a second. We go back to Kat's book and stuff.
No.
I'll come up with some. We'll get there.
Okay. I mean, you were
gonna
sitting.
ask
You were
for-
sitting. Cam was.
He's gonna ask for.
Cam was sitting at home yesterday watching some of your bits. He was watching
Oh,
this
God.
podcast.
No, I just watched before coming. You're embarrassing me.
No, it's flirting.
I think you guys are just funny. I mean, it's
Thank
just
you.
interesting.
Thank you.
It's
We
always-
love it.
You can
Yeah.
come back anytime you want.
Yeah, it's the third night.
Both of you.
He has. I mean, you're just you're interested because you said you never really knew gay people
No, it's
before you
true.
started
Yeah.
hanging out with me, dating me, and then you were like, and then now you're always like, wait, what?
I mean, some of the
Fire
stuff
Island,
you guys
what's
said.
that?
I
and
know straight people.
Where'd you grow up?
stuff. Westchester.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Oh, and then West Point's over there.
That's close. Yeah.
You're not far. Oh, that's exciting.
Were there gay people in the army that you knew about?
Oh yeah.
Like you knew.
Oh yeah. I mean, when I was
They
there,
were as fun as us,
What
though.
is don't ask, don't tell. But so when I got out, it's basically just got repealed post that. But when I was there, even at West Point, like I knew guys were, and it was cool. Like no one cared. It was fine.
They just had to service you regularly.
Yeah.
In order to keep their mouth shut.
No, I mean, like I had like one of my roommates wasn't like he was a way better roommate than the other one. Like, and like,
Oh, you got a gay roommate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was more clean? Because you're really clean.
You had to be like you had rules
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the
standards
guy
there.
come in and scream at the foot of your bed.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I would never. I would survive 3 minutes.
Yeah, but like I know, yeah. Like she said, I haven't met as many gay men until I married you. It's like
She's a
constantly.
fruit
so,
fly.
yeah. So, but I mean,
You just said constantly.
yeah,
It's too
but
many.
It's just,
The
but
first time, remember, like I said, the first time we went, good lord, before we started talking, that
no,
was
but like a
night.
lot of things you don't like when you don't know people or the way people act or their lifestyles, like you're always feared or like a certain way, whatever. And like, it's just fascinating some of the stuff you guys. I mean, I've heard some stories from Fire Island, and like I've been to war, and what they do in Fire Island, some of the it's more dangerous than like jumping airplanes and being shot at. Like I'm like, oh my god,
suck a dick in the woods. Yeah.
Let me tell you, the meat rack is a deadly place.
He knows what the meat rack is. That's why I just.
I mean, it's
I've been to war, and just we can get that clear. I've been to war, jumped out of airplanes, and shot at, and it is not as dangerous and crazy as Fire Island.
From what I hear,
it's true.
You'll love it. I was there once, but it was like late, and I was
well, it was on the Jewish side.
There you go. There you go. Let's talk about this book. Kat Timpf, I used to like you until How Binary Thinking Divides Us. New York Times best-selling author. What book number is this?
Number 2.
This is number 2.
And she just made the list today too.
You just made the list today?
Oh, congratulations!
Wow.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Tell us about this.
So it's all about how one thing shouldn't be enough to define a person, and a lot of it's my own experience, right? Like I work at Fox, but I'm not conservative.
Right.
I mean, I'm a capitalist, but other than that, I mean, I'm socially liberal. I'm whatever, and independent. So it depends on the issue. So people sometimes that are viewers of Fox will shit on me. I'm nasty on this, on that, because I'm not socially conservative. But then people sometimes who just hear I work at Fox are like, well, I'm not talking to you. That tells me everything I need to know about you. So it's a lot of my personal experience, and also just how much harm it's doing as a society when we all judge each other based on all these things. And it's been crazy how much it's happened. Like it keeps proving itself in my book promotion, actually. So I write about dating girls in this book, and I've never everyone in my life knew it. I mean, you knew, but anybody who knows me knows it because it's just a thing that happened, and it's not like a secret. But I never talked about it publicly just because it never really came up. It was, It's
just who you are.
It's just who I am. I was like, whatever. It never seemed like the perfect time to tell a story, but this book was a perfect time to tell a story of this girl that I had this huge thing for. I went to my friend's New Year's Eve party after I was done co-hosting Fox News New Year's Eve because I had a huge thing for this girl. It was a mutual friend. And I brought her home with me. And obviously, 2 girls, she's still there like the next night, we're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, whatever. Her family came unannounced to collect her from my house. And I don't know what I found out from my friend who had the party, what she told me is that one of the major reasons was her mom, who's a very liberal gender studies professor, was like, she's at a Fox News girl's house and was horrified. But I wasn't being sexist or homophobic.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
My tongue was in her pussy. How can I be homophobic?
What's wrong? You okay?
That's right.
No, but
fuck this.
But no, we're done. That would be good. That would go really viral though if we got we broke up on the podcast over that was finally too much.
Content.
No, but I mean, you think about how often that happens where it's she wasn't thinking. She's heard Fox News and she's like, woo, woo, woo. Yeah. But so the first time I talked about this.
I mean, it's certain relations in my life. I've lost friends and other people and opportunities because of where she works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People are crazy about it.
But it's interesting you say it's happening in the promotion of your book because I'm sure some people. Where does she work? You're a New York Times bestselling author. Obviously your career speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Fox News, nope.
Yeah, no, I did an interview with Variety. I was in the magazine. Awesome interview. I was so excited. Never been in a magazine before. And I talked about my sexuality for the first time I've ever talked about it. And I was so nervous about it because I was I talk about it with everyone, not friends, family, but also just random people. Not a secret, not ashamed of it, but it was my first time talking about it publicly. I was like, are people gonna make a big deal about this? People gonna be mean about this? No one cared, which was great. But I did get a lot of shit for working at Fox by people who read Variety were like, you're doing real harm by interviewing this person. They didn't click on it to see anything. These people have never heard me speak.
Right.
They know nothing about me. But they were shaming the publication for interviewing me because I just work there.
Those are the extremes, though. It's like the silent minority. It's the loud minority. Loud minority.
Mm-hmm. That's something exactly the same thing that I went through when I started here. I started here because I was always so out and gay and doing my whole thing. And they said, you're going to work at Barstool. They're misogynist. They treat women like shit. They're homophobic. I said, well, clearly not. They hired me. But it's still today. A lot of people won't come on the shows here because they think they have that idea. A lot of gay people won't book on.
Or they'll come on and they'll be like, "Wait, you guys are gay?" Literally, we've had that happen a couple times.
So I know exactly how they're gonna judge you right before.
Wait, they meet him and they go, they question that? They didn't.
Yeah.
Who did we
that was a read.
That was a read.
She's coming for me.
She's coming for you right now. Damn, we're in. Miss Comedian Miss Pat came on halfway through the show. She's like, "What?" She's like, "Wait, y'all are gay?" I was like, honey, I was sucking dick an hour ago. Yeah.
Didn't Andy Cohen think you were straight? Did you intern for him or something?
Yeah, my sweet Andy.
How'd that make you feel?
Incredibly embarrassed. I think I was 22 at the time. I was like, no, actually, I'm gay.
Why were you embarrassed?
It was.
You like
get
getting
farther.
called
you want to
out in front
project
of a
being
whole-
gay? Like, is it like?
Not really. I think I'm more butch presenting for sure. So I think
As is Kat.
As is Kat.
What
We
are
have two
you-
femme queens and two butch.
His
What do you-
skincare
what-
routine is more complicated than mine.
What
I
do you-
will say that.
What do you consider yourself? Like, are you like an otter or whatever? Like, what are the whole like?
here we go.
Whatever bear?
Oh my god! Well, I'd have to take my
Put
shirt
your,
off to
put
show
your,
you,
put your
babe.
notifications on. I want to see if her phone
Is he,
starts
is he,
jingling.
what,
again.
he's 0 feet away on
Yeah.
Grindr? Kim's on Grindr? I don't know what I can. I really don't fit the
It's
category.
you guys like your culture and language is fascinating. Like, it is literally it is.
But we were repressed
it is
people.
fascinating.
We had to speak in our very own
Yes.
Underground Railroad.
I know it makes sense. It's
Until
just like, it's
Laverne
like
Cox came
unbelievable
and led the
stuff.
way
Yeah,
for
I-
us.
We live out loud.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like for someone who doesn't experience it here, it's like, oh my god.
Well, do you know why we call each other her, she, and her?
No.
I'll show you a little history lesson.
History.
Back when it was illegal to be gay and you can be prosecuted for it and thrown in jail, you had to speak. The men want to speak openly in public about their loved one. Say, I'm dating this guy. They're like, oh, I'm dating this girl. She's the best. You know, I'm in love with her. Or like her and I had a date the other night. So in public, you're able to speak openly without being prosecuted.
Oh wow.
and it
That's
still
why-
carries on to this day within these walls.
Yes.
So wait, but what are you, an otter or what are you?
Just fixated. Well, I don't really
What do
have
you
too much
consi-
hair.
Yeah, so okay.
He's
What am I?
an old twink.
You're
What
old,
would he
I'm an
be?
old
Are you
twink.
twonk?
A twonk.
Yeah, Cam goes twonk.
I'm a little bit like I used to be like a little more. I was twinkier when
Heavy
I was
on the
younger, and
wonk.
then I was like jockier when I was a little bigger, stronger. But then I stopped working out because I had shoulder surgery. I know you've heard about it too much. Sorry for mentioning it. So I shrunk a little. So now I'm just
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you just ask
And
me what
I
they-
was-
Yeah, do you have a boyfriend now, or
I do not.
Oh.
Single.
I do
right?
have a boyfriend.
how long you been?
No
with
one
your
asked
boyfriend?
you. If you have anyone to introduce you to, by all means.
2 years we've been together.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
Where did you find him?
We had a bar.
Middle
a
school,
restaurant.
actually.
He's 20 years younger than me, so
Did
everyone's.
you go to find him in hardware or
No,
the
no.
Eagle?
No, I met him at a barstool party. I met him at a
Damn.
barstool party. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Cam wants to show off that he knows what the eagle is. When
You would
okay,
be a
okay,
hit
hold
at
on,
the
Eagles,
Eagles.
guys,
Like,
hold on,
her
guys,
producer-
guys,
her
hold on.
producer
Hold
come-
on, Cam. When's jockstrap night?
Jog is Wednesday.
Wednesdays. Yeah.
Jockstrap. Would you ever come to a
No,
jockstrap
I
night with
see
me and
her.
Joey?
Or so Rosh, who's one of the producers, shows. I'm not going there.
It's on Wednesdays. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't wear cologne.
Slowest
You
elevator
can't?
in the world, in New York City.
Well, the elevator's
Right? It's a
actually.
10-minute elevator there, right?
Oh yeah, and they sell like
Well,
all
that's a
sorts of
boutique.
crazy
It's called
gear.
the Game Mart. It's
Again, he
inside
loves
the-
asking questions and he's
Well,
learned
I mean,
a
we
lot.
used to live right over
Clearly.
there, so like you'd see like you walk by, you get a
28th
coffee over.
Street.
Yeah, it's right over.
You used to be there in a fake cab. Need a ride?
I mean,
You
it's
should go.
unbelievable.
They would eat you alive.
No, I know.
Well, that's what he's worried about. Yeah.
Well, we're big into. I was going to say we're big into consent, but that's just even too gay for me to say.
Yeah.
Well, Kat and Cam, we
This has
love
been
you
lovely.
guys
Oh.
Thank you for
coming
having
on.
me.
I'm glad we got to like shoot the shit and hang out. I feel like you have a lot more questions that you want to get off your chest.
Nah,
We should
More
do a
about
dinner.
Joe, yeah.
We'll do
Yeah,
a,
we
we'll do
should.
a 4-way dinner.
Yeah, we should absolutely.
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Make sure you get Kat's book. It's out right now. Kat Timpf, I used to be like you, how binary thinking divides us, available everywhere you get books.
And I have audiobook too that I narrate if you don't want to read.
Ooh.
With your horse voice.
With my
So
voice.
if you want to listen to that raspy ass
Yeah,
voice.
Yeah,
if you
so
wanna-
her,
if you wanna
her
listen to
coughing
this.
up a vape lung.
Yeah,
while she's reading.
I'm actually not ill. This is just how I sound.
We love you guys, Steph.
I
You're the
love
best.
you guys
Kat.
so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Thank you for having
having
us.
You're awesome, Kat.
It's an
Timpf, Cam.
unexpected surprise being on here.
Yeah.